Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. I'm making cards. My mom asked me to make her some, I've just moved cards. So I called her this morning and asked her, I says, you know, what kind of theme do you want? You want flowers or animals or whatever? And she said, oh, let's do sunflowers. So this is the design I actually came up with. This is some stamps. I'll show you in a minute here. I did a little tag and a little bit of liquid pearls. And then on the inside there is her, I'm going to just quickly, because I don't want some person knowing what her address is, put a little card in there like that. Alright, so the first thing I want to do is, you know, it's just a regular A2 size card base. I'm going to put my Teresa Collins adhesive tape. This inside is meant for, like, if she wants to write a note to the person she's sending it to. So that's going to go like that. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my little mini pack that I bought, CopicMarker.com. They're, because I'm going to be doing some Copic markers, they are an A2 size card, so I'm going to cut them down to go on the front. And right now they're 5.5, so I'm going to make it 5 1/4 by 4. Alright, get that out of the way. Alright, so let's do our stamping. The two different stamp sets that I'm using are from Avocado Arts. These are the first stamp sets that I've ever bought when I first started scrapbooking and card making. One is Thoughts and Smiles and one is Grateful Seasons. So that's avocadoarts.com. I'm using Memento ink. That's the best that I've found. There's others out there that I don't actually own for as far as inks go. And I'm just going to ink that up. I'm going to grab a white here, just in case I get any ink on the actual acrylic block, which it doesn't look like I did this time. And I'm just going to stamp it right in the middle. Push down pretty hard. I've got my little pad underneath, which always helps. Then I have this other little flower. And I'm going to go ahead and try to get it in here as best as I can. And in here I meant, like, you know, inside that one little petal of that flower. Alright, then I have some leaves and stems. This one is a solid, so I'm going to go with my green on this. This is a real light green. This is from Studio G. And again, just making sure I didn't get any green on there. And I'm going to come up here and put a stem up there. See how light that is? That's kind of pretty, right? Like an avocado color. And then I'm going to put another stem coming up from here. Then I'm also going to do another stem, wiping my acrylic block. And I see that I've somehow got black ink right there, so I'm going to try and put this stem right here, and we'll try to fix my little mess up there. Alright, that's it for the stamping. Let's go ahead and get some coloring done now. I chose the Y38. It's like a golden yellow color. And I'm going to go about every other petal. I'm not worrying about shadowing too much. It always looks nice when you do, but if you're not into it, you don't have to do it. I'm also going to be putting a yellow color in there. So I'll have like a golden color and a yellow color. And I want to stay inside the lines the best I can. However, if I don't, I can always use my blending Copic marker and erase that right away. It's nice to have my mom settled in close by. She's gone through a lot of changes. Had to take away her car and things like that, but she's being such a trooper. She really is. I'm very proud of her. Alright, so let's do that, and I'm going to just go ahead and do these all in the same color, and then I'm going to go back in towards the middle of the flower and do a little bit more of this Y38. I'm going to cover up the little white spots and then just come in here like this and just do the middle just a little bit darker. Same with this one. It's nice to have these Copic papers to use for your cards, because on regular cardstock, or at least the ones I buy that are, you know, either from the office supply store or the you know, like Recollections or whatever, it bleeds through pretty badly and you can't put it on your card. It looks funny. Well, I did my best to cover up that one little ink spot that I did. I'm gonna have to just let it go and not be OCD about it. And coloring this, I didn't say this is YG63. And again, I'm just going to do its own shadowing with its own color. And that's it. Okay, now I'm going to come in with this back up here, Y19. And let's finish out the petals on this card. I mean on this flower. And then in the middle, I'm going to do a brown. And I'm going to put some black dots on it. Try to get all that filled in there. That looks nice. All right, now there's the brown. Now I'm going to use the chisel side of the Copic. Since I am putting black dots on it, it's not a major thing to make it perfectly shadowed. And you'll see here in a minute. I'm actually just coloring it in, getting it all the way to the edge, and the same here. Just like that. And then I take my 100, and it's just pure black, and I'm going to do my dots. Big and small, didn't have to be perfect. Just adding, you know, a little bit more to what the stamp provides. Okay, then I have this little tag. I used the Cricut Design Space for this, and I just searched tag and banner, and then I used the feature where you add your text and you attach it and then you can cut it, and I love that feature. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, let me know and I'll try to do. I believe I have done a tutorial on it before, but I'm not really sure. I don't remember. I'm going to put that here like this. Now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and put my cover on here before I put my liquid pearls, because the liquid pearls takes a long time to dry. So inside the card, I've done a 5 1/4 by 4 inch white card base. And again, I'm just going to use my Martha Stewart. Put one right down there. And as you remember, I cut it down a little bit, so it's got a little bit of a yellow frame around it, which I think it looks gorgeous like that. Again, this is her address card that I made, and I did the same thing as far as creating a square, sizing it to the size that I want, and then I used the text feature, pulled it back on top of that square, attached it, and it cut it and printed it out for me. So let's go ahead and do these liquid pearls. Now, in practicing and making cards before I did the video, I think this is getting old because it's super duper thick. I don't know if putting it in hot water would kind of help it, but I'm going to go with this, and just keep in mind that it's going to take a while to dry, so I don't want to put anything on top of it or for it to touch anything. Alrighty. So that's the I've moved card from my mom. The one good thing about making things like this for my mom is she just likes everything I do. So there's no like, yeah, no, that's not what I was thinking. She just goes with the flow. So gotta love her. All right, everybody, thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, yeah, I love to see your comments. I'll get back to you. Have a great day.